Hi, Chef Robert at the Willer Room. Today we're going to do a Valentine's Day dinner. We have seafood and papillote, it's salmon, scallops, and crab. We're going to do a top hat potato and some orange cauliflower roasted. So what we're going to do to get started is we have 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put 2 rosemary sprigs in here to give that some flavor. We're going to let this melt on the stove. Next, we'll take our cauliflower, get this prepped. It's just a head of orange cauliflower. If you can't find orange, there's purple out there, or just regular cauliflower. Take this apart. If you have bigger florets, you'd want to cut those. This recipe is for 2 people, so everything I'm doing you'd want to double. Okay, we have our cauliflower cut. I have the garlic already minced. We're going to need about a half a teaspoon, tablespoon. We're going to use extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to put a half a cup of that in there. And then want to whisk that garlic into the oil. Add our cauliflower. About a teaspoon of oregano. And we're just going to toss that in there. And I like to let that sit in there for about a half an hour before I'm going to roast it. Alright, we're going to prep our top hat potatoes. I have 2 potatoes up peeled here. These are just basic Idaho potatoes. I'm just going to cut these down to smaller pieces. They'll cook faster. And we're going to start these in cold water. You always want to start potatoes in cold water. And just bring them to a boil and cook until tender. Water. And we'll get those going. The next part of the potato, we have red skin potatoes here. So what we want to do is just take a little bit of that end off. Take a small slice of that out, and this is going to enable the potato to sit without tipping over. And we're just going to take that and cut that in half. Cut that in half, and with a melon baller we're going to scoop this middle out. This is just creating a little place for our mashed potatoes, like a Dutch's potato that we're going to prepare and then pipe into these little cups. So once again, I have water on the stove, it's cold, and we're going to boil these to a little past al dente, because after we fill them they're going to go back in the oven again. So here's our potato cups going into the water, and we'll bring that to a boil. The next thing we're going to prepare is our parchment paper. You can find this in a grocery store. What I've done is just taken a piece of parchment paper, folded it in half, and I'm going to start cutting on the folded end. I'm going to make a heart out of this since it's Valentine's Day. So I'll just cut it like that, and then when you open it, it looks like a heart. Okay, we have our heart-shaped parchment paper. We take a piece of salmon, put it near the folded end. I have U10 scallops here. Why they're U10 is because in a pound they're 10 or under to a pound. So we're going to put those on here. Let's season these first. I'm going to season this with a little kosher salt and pepper. Set our scallops on there. I have jumbo lump crab meat. Put some crab meat on there. And then this is the butter that the rosemary's been sitting in. We're going to remove the rosemary. Just spoon some of that fragrant rosemary butter on there. We're going to add another fresh sprig of rosemary. So what's going to happen here, we're going to seal this tightly, and it's going to basically steam. So I want to make sure you can see this. We're going to start by making a fold and then folding over the fold the whole way down there. So I'm just folding back over the fold. And it's very important that you fold over that fold so there's no open spaces that the steam can escape in this. And when you come to the end here, you want to twist that end to seal that. And we're going to take this and set it on a baking dish and or a baking pan and put it in the oven. Bake for, depending on the thickness of your salmon, anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes. If you have a thicker piece of salmon, you want to go towards that 25 end mark. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. The nice thing about this recipe is if you put everything in at the same time, it should be done at the same time. We're going to put our cauliflower in now. What you want to look for here is this will start getting a little golden brown on it, and you can just taste a piece. When it's al dente, it still has a little crispness to it. That's when it's done. So we're going to pop this in the oven. Okay, our potatoes are done cooking. We have those in a bowl. What we're going to do is need some egg yolks, so we're going to separate this egg yolk from the egg white. Put it in our cup here, and we need, I believe it's 1 teaspoon of egg yolk. So we're going to whip this into the potatoes. Tablespoons of butter, which we're going to add. That's just raw butter, not melted. Okay, to this we're going to add half a tablespoon of Parm cheese and a half a tablespoon of parsley. Mix that up. Season it with a little salt and pepper. And that's our potatoes. I've removed the red skins from the water. If you can prepare these ahead of time, you just want to shock these potatoes, put them in some ice water. So here's a pastry bag. We're going to put some of our potato mixture in the pastry bag. And then we're going to just pipe the potato, our mashed potato mixture, which is like a Dutchess potato, into these shells. And then these, we're going to put these on a baking sheet and they're going to go in the oven. Okay, I've got all the components for our Valentine's Day dinner cooked now. They're out of the oven. Here's our seafood papillote. What we're going to do is open this up. And you can see how the steam comes out. It's been sealed in. All those nice flavors are in there. It's been kept moist. Our top hat potatoes. The egg yolk is browned a little bit. It's giving them a nice color on their peaks. Our roasted cauliflower. That's it. Of course, you would double this for your significant other, but very simple, delicious for Valentine's Day. Till next time, eat well.